Hello there. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to this, the 10th of July, 2025. Hopefully you're doing well today. We are back today with more Shadowrun Returns. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying our playthrough. Today will probably be the finale, because I believe we only have a couple more missions left. And then we'll be finished. If we get done early enough, we will probably jump right into the next game, which will be Shadowrun Dragonfall. I will separate out the VOD on YouTube, so that way you can, so they'll be their own separate thing, so people can watch them separately. But yeah, so we'll be continuing that today. I did say yesterday we were talking about the schedule. Monday there won't be a stream. Part of the reason why I was late today is I had to follow up on some appointment stuff. I didn't go to an appointment. I had a call. I have an appointment it's not out of state. It's just a couple hours from where I'm at. Excuse me. So we're not going to have a stream on Monday because I do have an appointment that's going to take... It takes like 2 hours to get there and 2 hours back, so it's going to take the whole day for me to get to that appointment and all of that stuff. So no stream on Monday, but we will be we'll be streaming like normal for the rest of the week. But I had to call this morning to get all the information for that, because it's a new doctor. I've talked about it before. I've been having problems for the past year, probably 2 years at this point, with my back. That's made it very hard for me to be mobile. And I've talked to a plethora of doctors at this point, and none of them really been able to help me. So I'm going to see a specialist out of the city that, outside the city that I live in. So hopefully the specialist can give me some sort of, I don't know, idea, if it's just something that I'm going to have to live with, or if there's some sort of treatment we can get on. So I just, any answer at this point would be helpful, and that's kind of what we're looking for. But unfortunately, like I said, it's a 2-hour drive to get there, a 2-hour drive back, so it's going to take a whole day. Unfortunately, a lot of the medical stuff that I have to deal with just requires specialists that do not live in the city that I live in. So I have to take entire days to get to where I need to go and back, and it's a colossal pain, and sometimes they just can't help me, even as specialists, so I just have to live with what I live with. That's the unfortunate thing with chronic illness, is sometimes it's just, here's some medication, I hope it helps, and that's about it. But I haven't seen this doctor before. This will be a new appointment, so I get to run through the lovely task of filling them in on all of the stuff that I have going on, and telling them all of the things in hopes that they'll go, okay, let's see what we got. So I expect there's probably going to be a lot of tests and all of that stuff. But the hope is with a new pair of eyes, and probably with a new set of specialities, maybe they'll be able to help me. Because unfortunately, my feelings is that if I continue down the road I am with the problems with my back, it's going to end up with me in a wheelchair, and I'm trying to avoid that for as long as possible. But if that's where I end up, that's where I end up. That's just the unfortunate side effect of mobility issues. I'm just trying to avoid that for as long as humanly possible. Not that there's anything wrong with being in a wheelchair. It's just, if I can avoid it, I would like to. If I can't, then I'll have to prepare as much as possible. So, but that's what's going on Monday. I have an appointment for that stuff. But I believe that's it for July. I don't think I have really any other things going on in July. Let me turn that on so I make sure I don't blast anything. Yeah, so that's it for July, as far as I know. If anything else comes up, obviously, I'll let you guys know. So today will be Shadowrun. Tomorrow will be Friend's Favorite Friday. Sunday, we will start our playthrough of Alice Madness Returns. Because we did finish American McGee's Alice. We did finish the first one. even though we almost got stuck on the Jabberwock fight, I did find some interesting ways of dealing with it. We did get through it, but we got through it, and we were able to complete that. And then Monday, like I said, no stream. That would be when we were getting back to Resident Evil 8, but we'll have to push that off till Tuesday. However, I was thinking maybe Sunday, before we start Alice, we might jump into there's a short game I've been wanting to play for quite some time that I now have access to. It will definitely not take the whole, or it shouldn't take the whole stream, as far as I know. But there's a game I've been wanting to play for quite some time. I now have access to, so we might play something at the start of the stream on Sunday, and then get into Madness Returns. I've just got to get a couple things set up for that. Shouldn't take long, but we might do that, and then get into Madness Returns on Sunday, and then, like I said, Tuesday we'll get back to normal schedule with Resident Evil 8, which I don't know how much more. We only have like one more family for Resident Evil 8, and then Miranda. So I'm guessing I'd probably say maybe 2 more streams of Resident Evil 8. Also, hello, Leave. I didn't mean to not say hello to you. By the way, if you have not followed Leave Ending, I know I talk about it every stream, and I will keep talking about it because Leave Ending is a very good person who has a very supportive community. Go follow Leave Ending. He just finished Mouthwashing, which is a game we will eventually be playing, and also played, I think, a couple of horror demos last night. So go follow Leave. But I think we have a couple more streams Resident Evil based on the pacing that I'm getting. I think once we do Heisenberg, we'll basically just have to deal with Miranda and whatever big twist. Again and again ended up being kind of solid. Nice. Yeah, Again and Again was the horror game that Leaf played last night. If you weren't there, it was an indie horror game. So yeah, I think we probably have at best one more stream Resident Evil Village. At worst, a couple more stream. So, and don't forget, we're not done with Resident Evil when we finish Village. We still got to go back and play the remake of 2, the remake of 3, the remake of 4, and Code Veronica X. So we'll be playing those. Now, I really enjoyed 2 and 3, so those I'm going to be fine with. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the remake of 4. It's going to have modern controls. It's going to be kind of recontextualized, so I might enjoy the remake of 4. I mean, in all honesty, anything's better than the OG 4, so I might enjoy the remake of 4. We'll see. And then, of course, Code Veronica X, I think, will be up my alley, because it's a good old-fashioned survival horror with, I think probably a little bit of twists here and there. And then once we get done with that, we're going to finish up our playthrough of Countdown Vampires, which I know we left off at a very contentious spot, unfortunately, which is we have to do a thing and then dodge a countdown to get to another place while fighting off some of the worst enemies in the game, so that's going to be fun to get back to. So yeah, so we're gonna do that'll be that. And once we do Alice, we're gonna do. I've got some horror games lined up for after we play Alice, Madness Returns. I'm not sure how long that game is. Hey, False, it's been a while. How you been? I know you work when we're streaming, but it's nice to see you. You're not following False Echo. She's been playing. She just finished her Kingdom Hearts playthrough. So if you want to go see her full playthrough of Kingdom Hearts, it should be up, I think, up on her YouTube. We'll go follow her on Twitch and YouTube. She does stream different things on both platforms. So go throw her a follow and a subscription. Also, she's been playing Elden Ring with her boyfriend. I think it's her first playthrough of Elden Ring. So I always enjoy watching people play through the Soulsborne series. Especially for the first time, because those games they can be very rewarding once you finally get the hang of them. So it's always nice, especially when you get to play with someone else. So of course, sorry to don't stop by for. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Thank you for the lurk, Affliction. Yeah, I know you work and stuff. A lot of people work. I never I never fault anybody because I know a lot of people work during our stream time, so I just appreciate you being here. I know you do a lot of lurking and stuff, but I just like shouting out people when they're here. I don't like shouting out people when they lurk because I don't want people to be like, oh my god, they're saying saying my name. I you know stuff like that. So I didn't want to. I don't like doing that, but when you do that, all right. Lurk sniping, yeah, it's weird because it's like I know you stream and stuff, but I want to be like, ooh, Falsa's here. Let me shout her out while she's working, so she feels like really weird, you know. It's just like I don't like doing that, but yeah, go through Falsa follow and stuff. Follow all of the lovely people in chat and stuff. A lot of great people creating a lot of great different content. But yeah. Anywho, we're gonna get into some Shadowrun Returns, which is going to be the finale. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through this. We should have some time left over, and we're going to jump right into Dragonfall after it. So, let me get that all set up. Let me refresh this page real quick. There we go. No audio there. Okay. Sorry, I have to check my subtitles. I put captions on the screen because I'm hard of hearing, so I know it's a nice accessibility option for a lot of people. By the way, the caption on the screen, there should be a button that's on this side of the screen. You can turn those off, and you can also modify them and all of that stuff. So if you don't need the captions or don't want the captions or anything like that, you should be able to turn them off. I do it through an extension. I know some streamers just put them on the screen by default, and there's no like editing. I give you guys the ability to like modify the captions yourself, so that way if you don't want them there, you don't have to have them. If you do want them, you can modify them and stuff like that. So it's helpful because I know some people don't listen or don't watch with audio and stuff, so it allows them to kind of read it. Also, again, like myself, I'm hard of hearing. I have hearing loss in my left ear, so it allows people like me to be able to read some stuff instead of having to hear it. All right. You ever seen this game before? You don't think? Nice. Okay. Well, I love Shadowrun. Shadowrun is it's originally a tabletop setting, so like D&D or Pathfinder. Came out, I believe, in 1979, so it's a very old tabletop setting. They've had multiple editions. I believe this is based on the 5th edition rules. Kind of. Kind of. But there were older Shadowrun games. There was a game on the Sega Genesis. There was a game on the Super Nintendo. These are not the same game. They do not play the same. And then there was a game on the 360, which was kind of it was basically an arena shooter. It was a team-based arena shooter. But it had different, like, goals. It wasn't just like a, like, capture the flag kind of thing, even though the goals were similar to that. But this plays more like a tabletop RPG, so it's a tactical turn-based kind of game. But we are close to the end of this one. This one's not very long. It doesn't have a lot in it, but this was kind of like a setup to show off what they could do with it. That's why it's called Shadowrun Returns, because this is kind of like the reimagining. This came out in when did this come out? 2013. So it's 12 years old now. But there will be games we're playing after this called Dragonfall in Hong Kong that will have a lot more depth to them and a lot more. We are playing a troll street samurai. Right now we are dressed as a janitor because we have to steal a secret formula so we can deal with some immortal bugs. That is currently our goal. The supervisor has a look of a stuffer shack manager with a delusion he's on the career track rather than what he is, a disposable dime a dozen resource. Hey, there you are. I'm Steve Scott. I'll be your direct supervisor. Sorry I missed you when you first came in. I found out that you were starting an hour ago when you suddenly showed up in the system. Weird glitch or something. Normally we watch orientation trid. This is a tri-vid or a video. Walk through a mission statement. Going hard on you the first day. You're going to need to clean up some blood. Maybe a lot. I can handle it. Just tell me what to do. You'll have your hands full. There was some sort of break-in last night. Some people were, just get things cleaned up before. Listen, there are people going to be on edge today, so try to stay invisible and don't get in any each other. Otherwise, they're going to call me, and I'm going to have to reprimand you and put a note on your file. Sounds good. We'll get those orientation trids another day. I hope they get whoever did this. Only a fool would attack a Telestrian corporate office and think they can get away with it. Start heading from room to room, cleaning what needs to be cleaned. So we got to get information from these rooms to get what we need from... I need to get upstairs. Supersize, there's more cleaning to do. Top floor is my own access by express authorization of Eric Silverstar, our VP of Security. You can head to the lower floors if your supervisor wants. Okay, we'll get back to it. I found all these chips on this some kind of matrix switch boxes. Is that important? Okay. We actually don't have something to clean with yet. Just hilarious. Two men in the vent start shaking their heads. I don't know, I know, and you know there's nothing in the vent, but... And when I told that Silverstar accused me of not wanting to crawl in there, I said he's letting the company down by displaying the corporate value of duty. Shoot. The suits sure love their mission statements and all that, Drek. Today is the day for Telestrian's Corp's duty above all crap. Several of us did the ultimate duty last night. I guess that's... We should be happy Mr. Telestrian isn't in today. Okay, he's not here today. Get in there and take another look. Okay, so that's good to know. So he's gonna climb in that vent. Sorry. I tracked that all over the floor. Man, I can't believe this is happening. Can't believe the intruders got up to the top floor. From what I could tell, our guys took the hit pretty hard. Chew through those guys pretty good. Must have been pros. Do you think they're done climbing in... Do you think you're done climbing in the vents? I need to get this room done before I get in trouble. If anyone asks, you saw me in there, okay? Okay, so we got him to back off. We need to put chips on this. Hey, Void, how you doing today? Quiet pop, and you place the chip inside. Okay. Okay. Thanks for coming. Can you believe it? Silverstar calling in an intrusion, but I know aftermath of Shadowrun. When I see it, start over in the corner and make sure you don't get any solvents on my server. I get it. Never get straight dope answer around here. I get it. Silverstar is already in here hounding me. Like the Matrix Tech could have stopped a decking intrusion. Now I've got to execute a field diagnostic of the land racks before he comes in for a security report. He told me it's a good opportunity to demonstrate Telestrian corporate value of efficiency. So we got duty, efficiency. So this is the important. They're telling us like pieces of a code here subtly. So we got duty, efficiency. I think his investigation is going to be more answered. Do you think you could duck out for a smoke or something? It'd be easier if I didn't have to clean around you. Oh yeah, sorry, no problem. Just another day in paradise, right? So we get him to go off. We're gonna put a chip in here. Take some of the land parts. I have to say at this point, it's not looking good. I don't know how it happened. Nonetheless, our records show this terminal was left unsecured in a direct contravention of Telestrian corporate policy. You failed in your duty. I know it's duty above all for your security ties, but I'm a victim here, I swear. Perhaps when Mr. Silverstar gets his next promotion, he'll become a value for you data pushers as well. Right now, it seems your value is clock out early and ignore my responsibilities. Don't go anywhere. I need to make a report. Make my report to Eric. Okay, we need to do that. What do you want? Kids, it looks like you're in some real trouble. Unless you can help clean up a shattered career, leave me alone. I came across some items that might help you out. I doubt it. Life isn't very talking about me. I used to be in accounting a few floors up. Too many drinks, Christmas party, and now look at me. I mean, I didn't want this to happen. Who would? Security's bullying you, but I could make it look like a terminal was tampered with and no one would be the wiser. You're right. There's a reason I shouldn't let security push me around. Just do it. Make it quick. Okay. So this is why we need the land parts, by the way. So now we can put the land parts there. Thanks so much. I won't forget this when the review comes up. No problem, sir. I'm glad I could help. Would you mind clearing out for a while? There's a lot to do. So that's why we took the pieces of the computer, if you were wondering. Okay. Plant the chips. Okay. We got 6 points, which I don't think is enough to do what we want to do. Need 9 for that. Okay. I think what we gotta do is tell that guy that we found the chips. And then he'll let us go up to the office. Okay. You go upstairs. My supervisor says there's more cleaning to do. Found all these chips on some sort of matrix fix boxes. Is that important? Takes a remote, activates his comm link, turns his head, brief conversation, and he turns back. Wants to see you in his office immediately. Collecting the sample. The brutish dog-eat-dog existence of a slum dweller is a far cry from the quiet desperation and existential nothingness of a corporate wage slave. Yet, after your time at Telestrian Industries, it's unclear which is more bleak. Elevator rises smoothly, its blanderized music assaulting you once again as you ascend to the executive floor. And your goal. Can't go in there, okay. Talk to this guy? Okay. Eric Silverstar, there you are. Seems some of my best are letting me down, and good to see you're just playing one of the most important of key duty above all, right? Yes, that's the first value. I'm glad more than outside security follow it from a janitor no less. I'm speaking of the third and final value. Vigilance, wish... final value of vigilance, which seems to be... Oh. This is a misspelling. It's supposed to be which. Seems to be sorely lacking around here. Thank you, sir. The rewards and punishment must be given where required. Now start filling out the report on the data pad. I'm afraid I must ask you not to sit in my chair given your attire. I need to head downstairs to investigate your findings. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is where... These paintings must be what all those expensive deliveries were. I don't have much time tracking... He's already stepping off the elevator. I don't think your disguise will hold up much longer. I'll update you on the movements. Hurry. Okay, we'll save. No. It's got to be the 3 that represent the 3... Leave it alone. Duty. Very on the boardroom is beginning to question them. Okay, duty, efficiency, and... Okay. Don't let me go in here. Vigilance. There we go. Must have... Alright. Okay. Walk away. We need the cigar. I was trying to get the cigar early. Oh, there we go. I had to wait for it to say added. There we go. Take the sample. Time yourselves past set out. It has set off every alarm. Unlock the executive elevator. The path is clear. And now we get out of here. And we have the sample. Now we just gotta turn the sample into a weapon and go fight one last army of bugs. And that'll be the end of the game, I believe. Good morning. Fine day for police corruption, isn't it? People having a job, that sort of thing would be perfect for where you're going. Wants to meet you in person. He wants to chat about last night's fun and games. You can come along quiet. You can meet him in a body bag. Make the wrong choice. I'm going, but one day you and I are going to go round and round, McCluskey. I'm counting on it. The estate. From the floor of the Lone Star Cruiser, you watch the tops of downtown corridors, office buildings disappear, replaced by the gray overcast of the I-90 bridge. The nylon restraints binding your wrists and ankles, along with McCluskey's whistling on the radio, make for an unpleasant ride. A half hour later, the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road, and magnificent mansion fills your view. Its design, a blend of old-world finery and elvish grace. The car pulls an abrupt halt, and you're dragged onto the driveway where McCluskey pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look up to see the surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts, Special Forces troops for Tir Tarangir. Massaging the feeling back into your numb extremities, you prepare to meet the man himself, James Telestrian III. Get a shout out for Void before we get into this scene. We follow Void after 12 p.m., who was playing more Tetris Effect. Hi, McCluskey. This doesn't seem like Want some advice? Of course you don't. You're a Shadowrunner, and you live by your own rules, don't you? So you should keep your smart remarks to yourself this time, Troll. Celestian isn't some sweet meat you can impress or intimidate. He's the brains behind the throne of Tyr Terngir and one of the richest men in Seattle. And he holds your leash, right, McCluskey? His eyes say, I'd love to kill you now, but his mouth continues to smirk. I got one of the richest and most powerful men in the Pacific Northwest taking care of me. What do you got? Honor, free will, indigestion. Honor. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy your chat. I'll dispose of your body later. Fussy Elf with the air of a Victorian butler studies you from toes to horns before he speaks. He doesn't like what he sees. Mr. Lestian is expecting you. Find him in his office. It's an extraordinary estate. May I look around before I see him? You may wait here for a few moments to gather yourself before you enter Mr. Telestrian's... Or Telestrain... I guess it's Telestrain's. No, Telest of his stature. However, the upstairs is off limits to you and the library is occupied at the moment. Do not tarry long. Mr. Telestrian is not one to be kept waiting long. By the way, this guy should look familiar. This is the guy that sells you magic. You run in pretty different circles, don't you? I do not run at all. I go where I am needed. I am needed here. Seek me out after you have spoken to James Telestrian. Perhaps I could be of service again. Alright, time to meet a very important person. As you approach, James Telestrian III looks up from the computer screen built in the surface of his desk and assesses you, calculating and cold. A practiced smile comes to his face. He vibes the kind of rich you don't get from Trivid. Trivid. It's not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your betters mansion. It's the something else. It's something else. The feeling you're being categorized as a resource or a liability or a pawn. I've been reviewing the results of your visit to my Seattle office last night. I admit they are impressive. You have generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security personnel, and cost my vice president of security his job. 24 hours, you have accumulated quite a bill with me, ma'am. How do you intend to settle your debt? You already confiscated the container I took. I have no other bargaining chips. First, some instruction. You do not begin a negotiation by admitting you have nothing in which to negotiate. However, you were considering your tactical situation. That tells me you are more than a mere street thug. Allow me to instruct you further. You have one piece of information which you might use as a bargaining chip in the little time you have left to live. Why you took what you took. I'm interested in knowing why your team of criminals fought your way through my security team up to my private office to access the Matrix and uncover a location, a simple research project. I took Aegis sample to kill giant insect spirits. I find your button list somehow refreshing. He touches a button on his desk. Mr. Quoth, please ask my daughter to join us. She might look familiar, by the way. Recognizes you instantly. It's you. Remember Mary Louise, the one we saved from the Brotherhood? You're the woman who helped me escape from the Universe Brotherhood. How did you get here? Thank you, Marie Louise. You have confirmed the identity of your rescuer and given me a reason to forgive her for her trespasses against me. I'm glad you're here. You did well back there. Without you, we'd all be dead. Thank you, but I'm not sure that death wouldn't be better than this. I can't sleep at all. I'm afraid that this is a dream and I'll wake up and still be there with the bugs. You can relax, Marie Louise. You are safe. It is over. No, it won't be over until they're all dead. You didn't see them. You don't understand. You and those men, you flew in here. All you do is talk. It's just like you to form a committee. I know someone had to take action. That's why I got Harkeem involved. Boat exterior, James Telestrain the Third turns to ice. I see. It was you and your crippled little friend. Wow, rude. Who leaked Aegis to this woman. I'll speak of it later, in private. Now, there are people I wish you to meet. The committee my daughter alluded to. This rare opportunity for a woman of the streets such as yourself. I urge you to behave. I will adjourn in the library. I would be delighted. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not. Just behave. Now, this committee is very important. We're going to meet some very powerful people here. There is a weight to the lessons of the library, a sense of magnitude of purpose. You are no longer in the presence of mere wealth. You are in the presence of history. Remember I told you there was a clown that's the most powerful mage in Shadowrun? Also immortal? There's a clown in here. Lady and gentlemen, this is MaskofGames. It's the troll who saved my daughter and the only one who's faced our common enemy in combat. Herr Brachus, what does the representative of the great dragon Lofweir? There's an admittance that dragons are still alive, by the way. We'll be doing Dragonfall next. Have to tell us about the magical insect this Shadowrunner uncovered. Brackhaus, slowly with a deep melodious German accent. There's a hint on where we're going to be going for Dragonfall. Takes his time, accentuating each word, wrestling each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. My Lord Lofweir has witnessed the insect spirit's physical manifestation before, roughly 9,000 years ago. As you are aware, magic ebbs and flows from the earth, cycling from peak to peak over the course of 5,200 years as the level of magic grows. There he is. There's Harlequin. This is an immortal mage, and one of the most powerful mages, if not the most powerful mage in Shadowrun. Onzir, I love you, but you babble forever, and I believe time is of the essence. The painted elf addresses you. MaskofGames, delighted. The bug you fought was not merely a magical awakened animal like a wyvern or a hydra or anything else in the sixth world. In fact, it isn't from this world at all. It is the physical embodiment of an insect spirit from another plane of existence. Where are you going? I'd like to ask, who the hell are you, and why are you dressed like that? I imagine moving from one plane of existence to another isn't easy. Correct. Perhaps Das German can tell you about it at some length today. He's got plenty of time to chit-chat. An insect spirit can't simply thumb a ride through astral space and show up on Earth late for dinner. Dinner, in this case, being us. Two elements are required to bring across the void. A shaman and a host. First, the spirit calls upon a shaman, often in dreams. The spirit seduces the shaman with the promises of great power. The shaman accepts that the spirit has his totem. Next, the insect spirit requires a suitable host. The best candidates are disaffected and the disenfranchised. In short, the weak-willed. Their minds are the most susceptible to suggestion, which is helpful in making transformation. As you may imagine, these are the sort of people easily attracted to a cult, such as the Universal Brotherhood. Finally, by performing what is to be truly disgusting ritual, the shaman serving the insect totem and place the spirit into a host, willing or not. Then it's feeding time. Harlequin, which he's pronouncing differently. Insect spirit will then slowly consume its host while transforming. I'm not doing a German accent, by the way. Into the. But imagine Hans Brockhaus doing a German accent, thus manifesting itself fully on this plane. Does that have to do with the Great Dragon and the elf who likes cosmetics, whiz, bugs from another dimension, and killing? I get it. I don't like the sound of this. You should. It's bad. Really, really bad. Initial bugs prepare a nest for the summoning of the queen. Once the nest has its queen, she literally explodes the newly manifest insect spirits. They swarm out of the nest, feasting on all flesh they can find and implanting more insect spirits into fresh corpses, again and again and again. It's not an infestation, it's an invasion. My Lord Loftweir knew this day would come, but he did not know precisely when or where. The rescue of Miss Telestrian's daughter has exposed the existence of an insect spirit for the first time in the cycle of the world. Then why don't you fire a cruise missile at... I mean, we know why, because that doesn't kill them. And so you're early to the party this time. That gives you the upper hand, right? We are not early. We merely have experience on our side. The insect spirit is only a resident in the transformed host body. Conventional weapons can hurt the body, and... He doesn't say and, by the way. He says und. Expose the spirit, but the spirit itself cannot be destroyed by mundane means. Hence, Project Aegis. Air Telestrian's Biotechnology and Agriculture Division work on Lord Loftweir's thaumaturgical engineers design Project Aegis to destroy an insect spirit once it is released from its host. The formula, a fluorescing astral bacterial strain, exists in the physical form and astral plane at once and thus can affect the insect spirit. Now that was a mouthful. Do you memorize it or are you reading off index card? My director of R&D, Diane Ravenwood, will explain how Project Aegis will be used in the field. Dr. Ravenwood. Our weapon specialists have been rapidly prototyped a delivery service for fluorescing astral bacteria strain. They've created some prototype launchers which fire Aegis-filled shells. When fired, the shells will discharge a high-velocity stream of the bacteria. In order to destroy one of the bugs, it must be damaged using conventional weaponry or magic until the spirit is released from the body. Then the insect spirit must be shot with a Project Aegis prototype launcher to destroy it. So in order to stop an invasion of bugs creating a dimension, a dragon and an elf co-created magical insecticide. Crudely put, but accurate. We must stop the Universal Brotherhood from summoning a queen, and we must stop them immediately. You are the only one who has been inside the facility, the only one who has personally fought these creatures before. That, along with your highly effective assault upon my property, indicates that you are an ideal person to lead the attack. Glad you're convinced, but I'm not. No one's ever used a magic bug abuse before. What makes you think this Project Aegis will work? Because it has to. Come on, kid. When fate taps you on the shoulder, you gotta pay attention. Unfortunately, she has a nasty habit of tapping you on the opposite shoulder, so when you turn around, she's on your other side, giggling like that. Enough. Are you willing to undergo this mission? I'm a professional. Professionals get paid for the work. I assume serving all of mankind involves compensation. My job is bring killer justice, not only to... You had me at killing bugs. Show me how to use Aegis, and I'll get it done. You're seeing the circus for the first time. I love the way the short-lived are willing to die even faster. It's very inspirational. Again, remember that Harley Quinn is immortal. There is one final note. A warning, if you will. If you have seen danger the insects represent, but you have not witnessed the shaman's power, the shaman must tap into a powerful source of magic in order to summon a queen. We do not know the abilities that the power source grant. Beware of the insects, but do not underestimate the shaman. Don't scare the kid, Hansel. We still need them to go on the mission. By the by, I'm coming with you. I wouldn't mind seeing the creatures for myself. I missed them last time. Telestrian will bankroll you, so if you can hire the rest of the team. Find me when you're ready to go, and we'll bug right out of here. Speak to Harley Quinn when you're ready to depart. If you wish to acquire additional supplies for your mission, find my assistant Quoth. He's highly resourceful. There you go. So, we've officially met Harley Quinn. I think I'm going to go with the 10 to body here, because we're going to need the health, because the way these fights work is a little kind of annoying, because we do have to indeed... kill the physical form to summon the not physical form. Mother Louise. Could be worse. Could be raining. It's Seattle. Looks like you have a question. Why were you locked up? Father didn't approve the boyfriend, tried to scare him off. Something went wrong. Our team covered up the whole thing. Oh, wow. Interesting. Let's talk to Quoth. See what... You know, it's weird. I love games like this, but hate reading during video games, even though I read a lot. They did do a multiplayer game, Worsk. It just, it didn't do well, so they ended up, closing it. I think it was called the Boston Chronicles. They did, yeah, there was a multiplayer version of this. It was really short-lived, yeah. Show me the gear. Alright, we got 23,000. Let's see, do we have any melee weapons? Okay, we got a hand-forged katana. That's basically it. What should I do? Oh, do a sequel to the Shadowrun multiplayer game. I mean, the Shadowrun multiplayer game was just an arena shooter. It wasn't really a... There was, like, no game there. It didn't have any story or anything. Okay, let's buy this. Unequip that. Add that. Confirm. So out of its like it had like cool abilities and stuff, but like I don't know what does the sequel look like, I guess. Okay. Cyber installed. Show me what you have. Do you have any new? Okay, there's strength and HP cyber. Okay. There we go. Confirm. This is kind of overkill, to be honest. Like, this mission is difficult, but it's not, like, insurmountably difficult. I'm ready. Let's go stomp some bugs. Okay, let's send the axe to the stash. Suppose you should know. Create a few prototype launchers. I'll be taking one. The other is for you. If you want additional bug splatting, James has agreed to allow one of his personal elite guard to accompany us for the final prototype. Okay, so this is the elite guard. I'm gonna bring him with us because he's a mage. I mean, technically he's a mix. He's an adept and a mage. But we need a shaman. We'll go with this shaman. Alright, so now we have 3 people that can do the sprayer, which will be good. But, here we go. This is the final mission of the game. Your return to the Universal Brotherhood is anything but subtle. The team hits the same backdoor Coyote found, and you storm through, quickly making your way into the restricted area in the room where you last met Jessica. First encountered the bug. You stand there together, listening to the sounds of chittering coming. Harley Quinn stares into the darkness, humming tunelessly while fingering the sword on his hip. And then he turns, lifting his Aegis launcher to his lips, giving it a kiss. You give the signal, and the hunt begins. Yep, so there's the launcher right there. We got our 2 melee weapons, even though we'll be using this one. Side door we found last time was helpful. Avoid all the Brotherhood, spa cult, Yahoo. Celestian Resite, you're a real value add. Predatory grin. Both sets of pearly white teeth offset by a livid red lipstick up around his mouth. Now the fun begins. Let's go. Here, we're gonna switch. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, you switch to this. Here. Paste. Here. Wait, why did we not get to go? Why did we not get to go? That was weird. Okay. Okay, get him out of the scene. Move him here. Get him out of the scene. By the way, we'll have to recreate our character for each of the games. Because as far as I know, there's no way to, like, pull them across the games, unfortunately. I thought there was, but I think you have to, like, use a mod or something. I'm gonna go ahead and end. Okay, we're gonna bring him out first to get eyes. Yeah, because Overwatch. You here. Yes. You here. I reach. Oh, that was us. That's not who I wanted to bring there. I wanted to bring him there. That's fine. Listen, you guys can't run fast enough. I hope you guys know that. Move you up. You get this guy. The bugs will come through the walls and stuff. This is actually a terrible idea because they're going to come through this wall. So I'm going to actually do Overwatch with this guy. And put this guy here. I'm going to end. Because he's going to attract the bugs. Him. Attack bug. Attack bug. Okay, let's actually get everybody in here. I thought they were going to pop through the wall early, but... they'll probably do it once we get in here. Ow! As you can see, these bugs are very durable. Thankfully, Harley Quinn can heal. So that 21 wound they just took. Good for us. We go here. You can go here. End, because we have to end to get this thing to come back up. Okay, I need you to shoot it. And this is why you want to bring more than one of these things. It's because it takes more than one shot. There you go. Reload. Open door. Oof, that is not a good place. Can I get to this guy? I can't. Nice Overwatch. Too bad you missed. I didn't. Okay. Up. Okay, you can't do anything. Now you're dead. I'm gonna get closer to this guy. Right here. Don't want to get here because then the bug's gonna come out that way. What is this? Chicago is listed as a priority. Interesting. Let me get here. I'm trying to remember that there's when we get to the big room, that's when we're going to want to summon a spirit. Let me keep this guy in here for now. Yeah, there's the bug. Okay. We'll send these to... Okay, not that. Nice miss. Wow. 91% misses. Good job. There we go. Full auto. And I need to get you here because you need to be able to hit this bug. I don't think this bug has found us yet. Get you here. 1 damage, 1 AP. Fine. Hit it with that. Hit it with that. Need to reload, because you only get 2 shots out of that, unfortunately. Go here. There's another one down. No one comes through there. Here. Hit the bug. Go here. Okay. Katana. Katana. If we can get the AP off of these guys, yeah, whenever you see the Z's, that means that they don't have... they can't act, which is the whole reason I'm using the katana, even though it does slightly less damage. Is because it takes away their AP, which means they don't get a turn, and these guys not getting a turn is exceptionally helpful. Go ahead and reload this for that. That means they don't get to do their acid damage, which means we don't take damage per turn. Okay, now it's dead. Which means that he... Does this trigger Overwatch? Yes, it does. Good, okay. That's what I thought. That was a trick I remember seeing at some point, is that you could... If you did Overwatch whenever they spawn, they would trigger Overwatch, and then you could get shot. When they became spirits, essentially. Which is very, very helpful. here. Broken bodies, jaws, and twisted. Okay. Go behind this cover. Let's get some eyes. Okay. Is this the final chamber? I don't think so. Not enough AP. Okay, let's get him in here. Can I get to him? No. Don't really want to go in there as our... You can get there. Let's get you to go say hello to this guy. Okay, this is not the final chamber. I didn't think so. I was like, I think there's... Okay, he got Overwatch, which is fine. Now we can... come in here. I think bugs come out of the walls in here, so we want everybody up in here. Throw it on yourself. One down. Two down. Okay, reload that. Reload that. Music bops? Yeah. Playing it on my single. Oh, you're playing Fallout 3? Solid game. It is a solid game. There it goes. I was like, I know we get attacked here. There it is. I was like, I know we get ambushed at one place. Okay, let's go for this one first. Okay, this guy doesn't get an attack. Go ahead and take him out. Go ahead and heal. And then I'm going to put... reload. Put you on Overwatch with that. And then I'm going to put you here. Put you on Overwatch with that. Put you over here. And then I'm going to blockade this door. So this guy has to take AP damage to get to us. Let's slow this guy's movement as well. Oh, he didn't trigger the Overwatch. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Okay, that one's gone. Good. Back. Okay, this guy's not going to be able to do anything. Move you here. Shoot. Crud. Reload. Get 2 shots off. Love missing from basically point blank range. It's always great. Reload. Good. Reload. Overwatch that way. Haste on you. Okay, use that haste to reload. Where's this guy at? Oh? Where'd this bug go? Okay, I guess that bug just left. So I just took a hike. Supposed to go this way, so. There he is. Okay. Okay, first things first. Haste. A couple weak strikes, that's not great. There we go. Wow. All sorts of weak strikes. Okay. Overwatch. Missed. Get overwatched. Okay. Doop doop. 83%. There we go. Reload, get a shot off. Okay, you're reloaded. Alright, that's the end of that scene. Go here, because he should be able to get out for this scene. There we go. Actually, go ahead and reload this in this scene while we're thinking about it, and then go to that scene. Okay. Into the depths. The cold, utilitarian facilities of the Brotherhood private areas break away and degenerate into sprawling subterranean tunnels. Tunnels that are not crafted by the hands of man. The air is foul with the decaying flesh of something else. A rank, stinging acid bite that hits noses and eyes hard. Wet, squirming noises echo throughout the tunnels, punctuated by low moans and the occasional gasp. For what? You can't tell. One thing you can tell, though, Aegis works. You shoulder your launcher and keep going. We continue on, down into the belly of the beast. You enjoying this? This, slumming with Shadowrunners and killing insect spirits with insecticide-spewing guns, but is not to enjoy. Onward. Okay. We got 12. Good enough. Haste on you. Move you up here. We should see stuff. I believe we get attacked from like this wall. Yep, there it is. Okay, we don't need the spewer. Yep, and there's that one. Ow. I didn't even use his other abilities. What's his other abilities? This movement increased by 2. Huh. Interesting. And boop. Nice. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. Take care of you. We'll wait for that one to become a spirit. But I want to try to grab that guy. Okay. Nice. Reload. This is why haste is important, by the way. It's because it takes an action to reload. So having that extra action is really helpful when you're fighting multiple bugs. Especially when you miss. Huh, actually hit. Make sure this guy stays. Can you actually do damage? Thank you. Okay, that one's dead. Oh, that one came back to life. I didn't realize that. That was a waste of damage. really have anything for him to do. Yeah, so if you don't kill them in one turn, they go back to being... So sometimes it's better to just focus fire. We can hit this thing one more time. This one will actually go down, but... There we go. Nice. Can't get to that one, so I'm gonna go right here. Ouch! -2 body. Yikes. Nice. 2 AP. 2 AP, which again puts it to sleep. That takes it out. Get right next to it. Gonna heal you for that. Put you right next to it. Reload. Bring you behind everybody to give them quickness, which should give them better aim. Okay, that was a nice clean thing. Let's go ahead and reload you. Move you over here. You're already reloaded, but we'll reload this gun. Move you over here. You don't need a reload. Can you recast? No, we still got 2 turns. Move you over here. Here. I think we can quick save here. Yep. Ooh boy, that's a lot of guys. Yeah, so that kind of... Okay, so we got a mage. Okay, so it looks like we got 1 of each. Melee. That's fine. We have something for the mage. We try to target mages first because they have the... Okay, well. Get a free strike in there. Go ahead and heal him. Wow. Good job. Summon this spirit. Nice. The AP off that guy. Ow. Okay, got him. Cool. Can't heal this round, but we'll be able to do this. Just do a single shot. Hits, it kills. Move him up to, say, here. So we can get some eyes on what's going on here. Let's go with a haste. Go ahead and get, well, actually we don't have a bad escape chance with this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and move him in here as our kind of scout. I guess he can go aggro all this stuff. Okay, something is coming in from behind us. Yeah, sending him in there was a good idea. Probably take out this guy behind us with the bombardier. So let's go take out this thing first. There's another one. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's hit you with a heal. Put you back here. Wow, nice swing. Okay. Put you here. Overwatch with that. Hydrant. I will hydrant. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. Do this. Not gonna help this turn, but what spells do you have? Cannot move, but can you still use AP to attack? Explosion that delivers ongoing. Cause them to drop their weapon. Stream of acid. No. That'll help. And we can let that guy go. See, that's why I wanted to kill this bombardier. You see that explosion right there? Okay, reload. Love the 83% miss. Really? Twice? Come on, man. Good, okay. Alright, we need to go for this one. Real MVP squad going right here. one step in. I guess we'll take a pot shot at it. Cool, he coin flipped it. Okay, and we're gonna release this guy. Because that killed this thing. We're gonna be very careful here because that bombardier is... Okay, we're gonna reload. Okay, nice. I was hoping that would kill it, because if we can kill it... Nice. It won't be a bombardier when it gets up. The quickness up, that will help with their aim. Can't use that. Oh god, we got two of them. We'll focus on this one, because this is the bombardier. This one is, I think, a venom spitter. These shots, man. We can try making these shots from here. I doubt we'll hit them, because if we can hit them both, we can kill this thing, but yeah. We could go haste. Hey, Shadowrun, how you doing today? Here's your hydrate. Let's put this back on. Alright, I'll come. Oh, never mind, they need to reload. I was like, it all comes down to this. No, it doesn't. That's fine. We should be able to stun lock this thing, so... Unless we miss. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna get here. Overwatch. Get here. Reload. Get here. What are our buffs? Okay, those have quickness on. I always tax him for some reason. For your Overwatch missed. That's fine. Chicken tamales with red sauce or cheese? Cheese. I'm a big fan of cheese. I love it. Thank you, Maskov. Alright. Have a good one, Stray. How are you doing health-wise? Guess we can give you 5 HP back. Let's go ahead and heal you. Alright, let's end. We're gonna take advantage of the turn order here. So that way we can get our... Alright, I'm gonna do something else silly. Give this 4. And then I'm going to send our guy all the way up in here. Again, we're going to use this guy as a scout. Oh, did he turn on us? He did. The one thing you got to be careful of with the spirits, because they can turn on you. That's fine, we'll go take care of them. We'll move everybody in position, because I believe the next fight is across the bridge. I'm gonna quick save here. This guy. Go after the gunner. Oh no, he hit us with the overwatch. Wow. That guy's dead. I think we need something in here to open that. Let's run this guy up. Okay. Heal that 10 damage you just took. Slap him back. Good, solid hit. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Special, that's the 50% revive. Let's take that instead of the grenade. Send it to your stash, because we don't need that. By the way, they're giving you these healing items because, oh, there you go. If you had a decker, you could, unlock the safe. I think this unlocks this door. Door unlocked, yep. Let's get gets us out of the scene, and I believe this will get us to the last area. This should be the nest. Yeah, the bug shaman. Rhythmic thrumming punctuates the air, passing through. That's why they give us all the healing stuff. Vibrating your lungs and your chest, making it hard to breathe. It's like electricity that makes your hair on your skin stand up in protest. Ahead, you hear sounds of chanting, accented by moist wriggling of larvae. There are low rumbles too, stone on stone. The sense of immense is everywhere. Something is coming and has to be stopped. So they give you one last place to save. I believe is what this room is for. Oh, you can't even save. Huh. Also, I believe there's a thing here. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly, but I think you can actually charisma your way out of this. Oh, there's the save. Yeah, there we go. You can actually, like, convince... Stop. The queen approaches. The vessel, the summoning cannot be disturbed. There is no vessel and there will be no queen. You may have taken Marie-Louise, our chosen, but another Telestrian will take her place. I give myself willingly. I will be host to our queen, the mother of the new world. You've seen what those things do, Lynn. This queen will devour you, body and soul. And then crap out a few billion young. Blech. No, I will become a perfect being. Through me and through sacrifice, a new age will begin. Speaks next, her eyes disturbing sharpness, her words echoed by Lynn in a manner that suggests a connection beyond their shared zealotry. The hive has no thought beyond hunger, no goal beyond reproduction. We are one. Sam had a hunger too, didn't he, Jessica? That seems to throw her off. What? You said it yourself. Sam had appetites. All that mattered to him was his next fix. Vile appetites. Appetites he couldn't control, and he died for them. Because I willed it. Yes, but why? There was more to it than just your mother. Hum of magical energy permeating the room seems to quiet. She's listening. You came under the thrall of these creatures long before you knew of your mother's death. The Brotherhood, they were family to me. Yes, and they had already freed you from your old life, so why come back? Why kill Sam? She falters. I had to, for what he did, what he had become. You said Sam represented a sickness in the world, but I think he represented the sickness in you. You're trying to confuse me. You saw a wrongness in yourself, and you projected it onto Sam. No, he was your brother, Jessica, your twin, don't you see? Paul's silent. I'm sorry. But there's no turning back. I cannot undo what's been done. I cannot stop what's to come. Suddenly, spasms, arching her back and nearly lifting her off her feet. Let loose a scream falling somewhere between elation and agony. The queen is near. Okay, maybe you can't talk your way out of it. Yeah, I think we have to destroy these pillars, which is fun. Okay, first things first. Paste you. And then we need Force 5 Earth or Air. Also, lightning does ongoing 10 HP. Last 2 rounds. See if he can hit her. Missed. That sucks. I'm gonna go after Jessica. go up to the insect pillar. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, that's the mechanic. That's what I thought. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, I did not mean to do that to our spirit friend. That sucks. Slow her so she can't move. Okay, maybe not. Put around the bug. You there. Friendly gets 3 quickness. Why? Why did you miss? Okay, that was good. Is that really where you want to be standing, friend? By the way, she can't be stunned if you didn't notice that before. We can't take her AP from her. Slow this guy. Okay, that's what it was. I was wondering what happens when she gets to a pillar. She heals. Okay. So she healed 20, took 15 from that. Come on, do some damage. Stop the ceremony. Okay, so now we just gotta deal with the bugs. So I'm gonna try to get everybody into a group. Okay, hit this guy. Buff with quickness so we can get better shots. -1 AP. Let's try to kill it. Okay, good. That's what we wanted right there. Alright. Now we just gotta finish off these bugs. Really? I will never understand why it's 88% and still misses. I need you. Get over here. Hopefully you don't die. Okay, get you right here. Okay, I'm not gonna kill that guy. I am gonna slow him though. Just because we need... Okay. Alright. I need you. Can you cast haste on? Yes, yes. Okay. I need you to reload your gun with your extra action. I need you to get right here. I need you to overwatch that. I need you to get right here. Overwatch that. I need you to get right here. Lightning bolt that guy. Hopefully it hits. It does. Ooh, nice crit. Okay, first things first, he's gonna go with this. Because that'll give everybody quickness. Which will give them better aim, hopefully. My hope was unfounded, apparently. Okay, that one's dead. Gonna reload this. Gonna go for the quick strike on this one. Kill on that one. I'm gonna move you here. Then you're gonna reload. Then Overwatch there. And then you're going to stand right there to give them quickness. And then I think we'll go ahead and get rid of you. Good Overwatch. Get here. Good. Then we'll reload and hopefully we can finish this guy off. Okay. There we go. We have defeated the bugs. The once beautiful Jessica Watts is a hollow shell of her former self. Her skin is pale, her lips are ashen, her eyes are sunken in her skull. It is more her body's reaction to the physical damage she sustained or the strain of channeling magical power from another plane of existence. There is something missing from her now. It's Link, my link to the Queen. She has abandoned me, expelled me, unworthy, unworthy. It had to be done. This nest would have had overrun the city if I hadn't stopped you. Whatever pain you're feeling is far less what you deserve. There's still hope for you, Jessica. Bows her head and closes her eyes, forcing a torrent of tears to cascade her cheek. I wish that were true, but there's no hope for me now. There's no hope for anyone. Opens her eyes, there's nothing but hopelessness. There's a nest like this in every major city. There's no stopping them. Oh god. And Sam. I'm so sorry, Sam. Well, that's a big bug. Please, don't let them eat me. I promise justice for Sam. This feels like justice. Do nothing and watch. Oh, they'll eat you. But Sam is going to get justice first. Kill her before the bugs do. Death would be too quick a punishment. You're going to pay for what you've done. Take her with you. So this is the final choice of the game. As far as I know, it doesn't have any, like, sweeping connections, because I don't think the games have any, like, connecting tissue. But we're gonna go with this last one. I understand. We're not gonna let the bugs kill her. We fought too many bugs. Out of the shadows, you emerge the Universal Brotherhood chapter house momentarily blinded by the bright lights of the Lone Star perimeter surrounding the exit. Despite the clean night air, the stench of ichor and decay clings to you. The smell may never fully go away. You drop your Aegis-filled shotgun and quickly spirited away by one of Telestrian's minions. Weapons are slowly lowered as you step out into the street. The order comes from Detective McCluskey himself. You see as James Telestrian just nearby pulling his strings. It's over. Jessica Watts has been dealt with and Sam has his justice. The dead man's deed is done. All you need now is to make a phone call and it ends. This actually has a kind of funny ending, by the way. After we broke up the ritual, chased into a small chamber where she was cornered by a couple of bugs. Guess they weren't impressed with her performance. They're about to eat her. And says something, I won't let them eat you. You're coming with me. You're going to pay for what you've done. It was very dramatic. And splattered the bugs and handed her over to UCAS FBI. They're going to want to have a long talk with her about the Universal Brotherhood. So this nest is cleaned out and your cousin Lynn is being transported to the mental hospital for observation. Very clean. I believe our test of Project Aces was a success. Brockhouse is having it weaponized now for distribution to Knight Errant forces. By the way, this is the big-time forces. Authorities are going to have a great many questions for the incident and provide the detail. The Universal Brotherhood has a great many chapter houses, and they must be dealt with immediately. Glad to be of service. Yes, you were of service. could be no debate on that topic. A yeoman's effort for sure. Regardless of your obvious flaws, you're deserving of a reward. What would you ask of me? Opening for the new VP of Security. Not much, just McCluskey's badge. McCluskey's badge. Ice breaks for a moment. You short-circuit an invasion of extra-dimensional insects, and for your reward you wish to have an insignificant police detective dismissed for his precision? It's a no-brainer, right? He smiles and Icy smiles. Indeed, I won't waste brain cells even contemplating your reason for requesting it. Very well, Detective McCluskey is now Citizen McCluskey. A man grates on my nerves anyways, and since this action requires little more than a nod to the proper peon, you may ask another boon of me. I'm feeling generous today. I hear you have an opening for new VP of Security. Regards you, Vermoni. Seems to be choosing its words. Unfortunately, a troll is an appropriate fit for Telestrian Industries Corporation executives. I have you understand. However, I believe whoever fills the position would benefit from an executive consultant of your caliber. The position will pay quite handsomely, I assure you. Report to work on Monday. Just wear something more appropriate. Good day. So basically, you choose there if you want to work in the shadow, continue in the shadows, or become a corporate, work for a corporation. So, yes, that's it. Capture Sam's killer, and now he'll get justice. It's more involved than I expected. Just a little. I'm gonna grab Paco, head back to the unit, maybe watch the trade or something. Could use a long shower after that. You could learn the business, take over for Miss Kubota one day. Maybe. The rest of my body is made of metal too, but not today. Today, I run the shadows. Get paid, get dirty. See you around. Honestly say, I never met a troll quite like you. Dr. Dresden, our good friend Dresden. I was wondering I was going to see you again. I guess I was surprised to find you here. Wherever there's mayhem, that's where you'll find me. I guess so. You know, it's all over the Trivid. They found the Emerald City Ripper dead at Asylum under Snohomish, of all places. Turns out he'd been masquerading as the head administrator or something. Found him some sort of vigilante attack. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Why, Mr. Dresden, I have no idea what you mean. That's what I thought. No way. Well, no one can say he didn't have it coming, am I right? Brown said himself. That was a double negative. Big question. What about the Dead Man Switch? Now that the Ripper's dead, are you going to collect... Right, the Dead Man Switch. Almost forgot about that. Forgot. Come on, how do you collect? I was told to secure line to call the number Sam gave me. I can't use my comm link. Lone Star's emergency response team can set up a secure line right here to coordinate the efforts. I can authorize you to use it. Thanks, Dresden. Okay. So we'll use that in a second. Let's talk to Jake. Again, remember, Jake is the main character of the Super Nintendo game. So that is their reference to the Super Nintendo game. Jake Armitage is the main character of that game. News for the Brotherhood was getting shot up on the police scanner. I knew it had to be about you. Did you get her? Oh, I got her. Figured you would. Guess that concludes the story of MaskofGames and the Dead Man Switch, huh? You know, I've been thinking, maybe you should stay in Seattle a while. There's plenty of ways folks like us get in trouble here. Only skim the surface. I heard Mitsuhama's looking for a team. They especially want a woman. I'm not sure what that's about. Got word something's going on in the Crater Lake. The Tears got it on total lockdown. No fly zone, the whole thing. Could be something in it for us. There's always the Orc Underground. Seen that yet, have you? Plenty of friends who are there, good for a job. Something's bound to come up. I'll think about it, Jake. You do that. If you want to find me, I'll be at McCracken's later. Got a taste for some good seafood. Let's talk to Harlequin, and then we'll finally talk to McCluskey, now that he's Citizen McCluskey. Oh, kid, it's been fun. I've seen everything I care to see today. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, seriously, who are you? A friend. Until I need you for something, then I'm a bastard. Is there a problem? Just as the crowd he speaks, look around. Note the members of the press being shuffled around the Universal Brotherhood spokespeople to get a private briefing. The Brotherhood is connected. The damage control team is probably on the way right now. Think they can control the press? One way or another, they will. If they can't be manipulated, coerced, or bribed, they'll probably disappear quietly. That's more, though. Nods his head towards... Note the expression on the UCAS FBI speaking to Telestrian. Dismissive, isn't it? It's because there's no love between the UCAS and Tyr Terngir. They're not going to trust that what he's telling them. Frankly, I have no idea what he's telling them. James plays his own game, always has. Do you trust him? No, just like I don't trust you. Don't take it personally, kid. You shouldn't trust me either. I've been manipulating runners like you for years. I'm manipulating you right now. You just don't know my game yet. Let's continue the dance. I have one more to show you. He points at the crowd and smiles, seems I'm pointing back. That guy there, he's with Ares Macro Technology, Erroneous Megacorp. Ridiculously powerful. They've been sniffing around Project Aegis for quite a while now. Clearly, they have an agenda that's just starting to unfold. He gives the Ares man the finger, and then smiles and returns the gesture. Government, media, business, all working to ensure the truth stays hidden. So it's a massive conspiracy? I wish it was. In a way, it's worse. A series of conspiracies, conflicting agendas, and petty jealousies, all building upon, feeding upon, and excreting into the unending web of dreck that people wade through every day and call it life. If there was one Dark Lord controlling everything, and we could drive a magic sword through his heart to free the world, that'd be grand. Such clarity, such focus, alas. So what's the lesson in all of this? What, that I did all of it for nothing? He laughs. Just the opposite, schmuck. The lesson is this. The game is rigged. The cards are stacked. The dice are loaded. It's the same as it always was. Every cycle, people in power exert power. Little people cower in their homes, thinking what they're told to think and buy whatever product helped them forget the horrible lives they are for another day. But that's why we don't play the fragging game. We don't swallow their Dreck sandwich and politely ask for another. That's why we run in the shadows. That's where real life is, kiddo. Reality is living in the places no one wants you to see. He flew back to Berlin. All sorts of things brewing there. He was very impressed with you, though. It could probably turn into work someday. I'd forget about him if I were you. Never make a deal with a dragon, kid. They're playing a different game entirely. So, here's your hint on where we're going in Dragonfall. See you later, Harlequin. Alright, let's talk to McCluskey. Now that we have his badge. McCluskey's alternating between looking important and doing actual work. What are you looking at, Tube? Okay, we got strength, throw a haymaker, close combat 5, throw a flurry of punches too fast for the orc to see. He goes down with a thump. Alright. Now that we've knocked out McCluskey. Let's make a phone call. And for one last phone call, cash in on the dead man switch. Gave you days ago. By the way, it's only been a few days. It's like we get this done in like a week or so. All of this in a week or so. The image of the lawyer on the other end of the vid phone, noticeably different than the one you saw a few days ago. Noise in the background sounds like it's coming from a bar. Sam's lawyer. Yeah? Oh, hey, it's you, right? You got Sam's killer, huh? Are you even a lawyer? Yeah, of course. Well, technically I'm not a lawyer anymore, but, I'll just slot Sam's video in for you. Hang on. Camera jerks gracefully, and the static is replaced by Sam. Good old Sam. Hey, buddy. Looking good, looking good. If you're calling this number, that means the job is done, right? He closes his eyes and shakes his head. Congratulations, amigo. I knew you'd do it. You were always a dependent one. More than me, anyway. I just want to say thank you for whatever you did. It means a lot. Not even knowing what you did, it still means a lot, because I know you did something. Man, my throat is really scratchy right now. You know what I mean? I know you made it right. Somehow. You're the only one who ever tried to help me, ever. Except my sister. She tried. More than once, she tried. I never let her, though. Never let her in. I regret that a lot. Did I ever tell you about her, buddy? We're twins. We're twins, I guess. You're still a twin after one of you dies? I don't know. Doesn't matter, I guess. God, listen, do me a favor, will you? If you talk to her name's Jessica, tell her I'm sorry, okay, for everything. She'll know what for. She's Catholic, so she'll forgive me. I need her to forgive me. Just tell her I love her. Anyways, you need to get paid, which would be great, except for one thing. I got nothing. Never did. You know how it is, right? Sorry, but hey, thanks for giving a crap. Seriously, I appreciate it. Tell you what, if you feel sore about it, look into my family background a bit. There's gotta be people with money in there somewhere. Maybe one of them can throw you a few bucks. Take care, amigo. See you in hell. Reaches forward and shuts off the camera. The vid screen goes static and call ends. There's a moment of silence when you feel a tug on your jacket. It's Tristan. So what did he say? He told me to never trust it, man. No. Thank you. He just said thank you. Ugh. So there you go. That is how it ends. He never had money to begin with. Emerald City Ripper killings were sensationalized for several weeks. Lurid reports focus on the killer masquerading as administrator of Mercy Mental Hospital. Soon after, the pop singer Maria Mercurial is cast in the lead as Dr. Ripper, the tri-vid thriller about a reporter who goes undercover as a mental patient to uncover a serial killer. Seattle News Net reports a shootout at a chapter house of the Universal Brotherhood. Witnesses claim that a gang of religious fanatics stormed the building for unknown reasons, but committed... before they could be captured. All mention of insect spirits, James Telestrian III, or Shadowrunners are kept out of the news. 1 year later, the city of Chicago declares a quarantine area between Lake Michigan and Des Plaines River. Officially, Chicago Containment Zone is established to fight an outbreak of infectious virus, but the infestation of insect spirits is suspected by those who know. A mature form of Project Aegis known as Fabs 3, or Fabs the Third, is eventually deployed to remove the bug threat from Chicago. The Watts family name has since been lost to the shadows. And there you go. Harebrained Schemes is the developer for the 3 games. That is the first of 3 Shadowrun games that we'll be playing. Again, this one is a little light. There you go. They also made these things, Seattle-based studio around collaboration with seasoned veterans and fresh talent. But yeah, so we'll be playing hey, Zero Eyes, man. We'll be playing Dragonfall here shortly. But yeah, I love Shadowrun. And I love how this game escalates. Like, you start out and you're like, oh, this is a murder mystery, and like we're dealing with like the Halloweeners, and yes, that's what they're called. You know, these little gang members, and then it goes all the way to these like interdimensional, like immortal bugs, right? Like, it's so crazy how that escalates, because that's kind of how tabletops work, right? You start with something small, like, oh, go clear, like if you're talking about like fantasy, it's like, go clear my cellar with rats, and by the end of the game you're saving the world, right? And that's how this game is structured as well, and it's so well done. I love Shadowrun. I really enjoy this game. This is actually, I think, my 3rd full playthrough of this game. Such a great game. I love this one. Now, I will say, I have not beaten Dragonfall, and I have not played Hong Kong yet. So, once we get into Dragonfall, there will be a point where I have not played certain parts of Dragonfall. So we will be diving into Dragonfall here shortly. Yeah, I love Shadowrun. I really do wish there was more Shadowrun games. But there's only basically like 3. There's these 2. There is Shadowrun on the Genesis, there is Shadowrun on the Super Nintendo, and then there's the Shadowrun on the Xbox 360, which is kind of an arena shooter with abilities, and then there's the trilogy of the PC games, basically. I think the trilogy eventually got released on consoles, so if you're a console player, you can play these on console. I don't know how they play. I don't know if they got ported well. I've only played them on PC, but I do believe there are console ports of the trilogy. So, but yeah, I love these games. We will, like I said, I think we will have to create our character in each one of the games. I do not think that they come across. I will try to see if I can get it to come across. If not, then we'll just recreate it. It's not that hard. But we will be doing a Troll Street Samurai throughout the series. Again, Dragonfall and Hong Kong are going to have a lot more content. We're actually going to get some companions in Dragonfall, and each companion, I believe, has their own story. So we're going to get a lot more like interpersonal stuff with the characters. Glory, which we'll meet in Dragonfall, is one of my favorite Shadowrun characters of all time. I absolutely love Glory, and her story is really, really cool. I can't wait to show you guys how that one evolves. It's very, very cool. We get to go remember that interdimensional stuff? We get to go interdimensional stuff. So not to spoil too much, but it gets crazy. It gets crazy. I think you guys will enjoy that. So I'm letting the things play. I believe this was kickstarted or something. These games were. But yeah, I love the Shadowrun setting. The only problem I have with the Shadowrun tabletop is it is very complex. It is probably, I would argue, one of the most complex tabletops to run, simply because it's essentially 3 games in one, where there's a whole stuff about magic, there's a whole section about tech stuff, and then there's a whole section about just basic like meat space stuff. So you have all 3 of those, you know, jammed together. It's a lot of stuff to like manage and keep track of. If you can get it up and going, it's well worth your time, because when that stuff flows together, it's very, very cool, but it is very, very complex. So, but there you go. And also there is an editor. A lot of people do make content for these games. I have not checked out any of the modded content, so I can't speak to that. So, give me just a second to get the